play the bells, John? John? Bells?
Yeah, we basically organized this whole video within the last couple of weeks while we were on tour, so we'd have conference calls on his speakerphone and in our bus, like, talking about what we wanted to do. We wanted it to seem more like a story and less like a bunch of guys, like, playing over, like, some B-roll footage. Spencer just looks good.
Yeah, he just looks great.
And I look like I'm delivering milk. Can't even make love to a woman. What is going on here?
Did you want a water? There you go. All right, guys. I'm gonna go see who needs help. Oh, sorry, guys.
Clever way to do it.
Before we start rolling the cameras, so I'm gonna put it on.
I can't fix my hair. This is tough. Hard day at the office.
These guys are sleeping at the job.
Yeah, we'll get take a sip. That's real good. They only make them here in LA.
We'll play the record.
Take a sip. We're not going to be here again for another 2-3 months. Hey, no, go ahead.
This is the part that really...
It wasn't my idea.
Sorry.
I'm tired, and I'm gonna go home and tuck him in. It's a pretty deep metaphor on life.
Yeah.
Right now we've got another nominee.
You know, pirating music, are you for or against that?
You Danielle? All right. What's your name? Cody.
Like the dark room waiting to be lit. I've always idolized the Beatles. I feel like everything they've done has changed music for, you know, for the best, and it would be really cool to, you know, embark on some adventure like that. We're not unemployed.
John's got one coming up. 21st birthday. What are you gonna do?
September 17th
Yeah.
is my birthday. Anybody else? No? All right.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. I'll probably end up like renting a movie with my mother.
Wow.
Watching that.
I'll call you.
Ryan will probably call me on the phone.
What situations would cause panic for each of you?
Fire. Spencer says house fire too.
House fire too?
That's straight across the
we'll
board.
For drowning. Do you have any guilty pleasures at all? None.
Everything I am pleasured by is completely justified.
Guilty.
What are some of your favorite questions?
I'd say the last two that we just got asked. Top 2 right now.
You guys are doing good. I get tired of answering the same questions all the time, so sometimes John will make up a great story, like...
Light?
Well, I mean...
It's off the wall.
Yeah, it's just... we've been there, like, on our online communities, a lot of people have been saying, you know, rumors like, you know, Brendan was dead, or...
Yeah.
So we go along with that sometimes, just because it's fun.
The weirdest story you ever told in an interview?
Probably that last one about Brendan being dead.
Yeah.
Journalists, especially just journalists.
Don't get into that.
No, like we just had a journalist out with us, and he's a really awesome guy. And it wasn't even that bad, but the only thing was everything that we said,
You wrote down in this fucking notepad.
he'd sit and start writing down. He wouldn't show us the notes. We get a lot of criticism too for the fact that a lot of our fans are, you know, younger, and I mean that's really out of our control. But at the same time, you know, this was a very young record. I mean, you know, just getting out of high school, and you know, obviously the next record's not going to sound anything like it, because you know who wants to write the same record over, and you know, and those people who bought the first record who are coming to the shows, these young kids, you know, they'll be older, and it's almost a good thing that, you know, we have these people that we can, you know, grow with. This band started receiving recognition was like a vital point, you know, just with music in general. Like bands that were being played on the radio weren't around for more than a couple months at a time, and you know, everything out there just sounded so like exactly the same. And I don't know, I think it was just like timing, I guess. You know, it's not that any of it was planned. It just happened. It was just so like hot. There was sweat filled in my ears. I couldn't hear shit. Since Ryan is the MVP,
Why don't you explain it, Ryan?
he doesn't have to talk. Like have like that element of all of us on stage where we can all have a good time and like, you know, kind of not goof around because we're still playing the songs and we still take everything really seriously. I wish the camera could smell my armpits.
Best place to make out in public?
Spencer's room. I'd have to say like a in a fast food like counter. Don't use your parents' credit card. I would say.
Yeah.
I'd have to say Magnums. Because she won't think it's cool if they don't fit.
Just as kids, did you go to Lollapaloozas? Do you ever, historically, have you ever seen any of the bills?
Ooh, I'm from Chicago actually.
There you go.
So I was actually working at Starbucks last year at Lollapalooza when Lollapalooza was going on. So
what's your favorite Lollapalooza memory?
today. Just getting
That's
there.
a perfectly valid answer.
Playing on the same stage as Ween. I think it was really important because, I mean, we're playing with a lot of bands that we respect and admire, so it's kind of a cool thing just for us in general. We just like playing. I don't know. Like we're excited to write, but this past 2 months of this tour have been like the best times of our lives so far. So
No,
definitely not.
Hey.
Very surprising.
Well, what's been the high point so far for you?
Let's bust it out. We're gonna go ahead and toss it to the number 10 video, Busta Rhymes with the Touch It remix. That was Chameleonaire with Riding at number 7. Riding.
Yeah,
Riding. That was Chameleonaire with Riding at number 7 on the countdown list.
Riding.
That was Chameleonaire with Rodden at number 7. Okay, somewhere in between. That was Chameleonaire with Riding at number 7. Welcome back to the Dean's List. We are Panic at the Disco, and we are counting down 10 videos nominated for the MTV VMAs this year. This next video is from a band Chameleonaire. This next video is from a band challenging us in the Best Rock Video category. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more VMA-nominated videos here on the Dean's List. That was Red Hot Chili Peppers at number 2. They really rock ass. That was the Red Hot Chili Peppers at number 2. They're up for 7 awards in the 2006 VMAs, including Best Video of the Year. They definitely have my vote.
When you were writing this, did you ever...
New artist, best rock video, best group video, and Cody Canberra is right over there. Get a close up.
Good to see you.
Saw these guys at Lollapalooza in Chicago, and they were excellent.
The new one.
Yes, yeah, and you guys played very good.
Auf Wiedersehen. How do you say it? Wir lieben sich, is that right?
I know that it's a lot of people are skeptical about it. So if it is true, then I hope, I wish the planet the best of luck. I would like everybody to walk when possible, because not only will it save our planet, but you will, can stay in shape, stay fit, stay ready. And Global Cool is all about you, and cool is all about... It's cool. Cool! It's cool! Yes! We go through this process every day. We change for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
This keeps on coming for the boys from Panic. They'll be hitting the VMA stage for the first time.
That's circumstances, but, I mean...
I don't know if we had time
to
get this thing. Yeah. No one was expecting that either.
Oh, no, not at all.
Yeah.
Well, Jon worked at Starbucks. So that was a pretty big, actually.
He could have moved you
I left out of that.
Well, I was like a shift manager, so there was room.
Yeah.
There was room for
Progression.
Yeah.
You don't miss the Starbucks days?
No, I mean, this is just as good. As the time goes on, we've been noticing that, especially playing different shows and like different festivals where, we're not headlining, and just other people that are there to watch other bands like are singing all songs. It's kind of weird. You know, yeah, we've gotten a lot of criticism about having younger fans, but it's like, but so it's like, you know, it's like as long as they're listening to our music and like, even if they don't really get all of it, you know, I mean, there's even bands, you know, back when I was, right, like in 5-6 years old, I was listening to the Beatles and I didn't get it, but like it sounded good. And now that I'm older, like I'm still listening to them, but I listen to them in a different way, and like, you know, different CDs are like appeal to me more. And I just think that hopefully that's how it goes with our fan base too, at least the younger ones, that as we continue to grow, they'll mature and they'll start, you know, realize, you know, they'll start adapting to new things with our music instead of just how incredibly good looking Brendan and Ryan are. Yeah, that's one. I think that is one thing about our band, is that, you know, a lot of people will say stuff like that, and then when they actually see us live, I mean, I think that's one of our strongest points, is our live show. Like, I feel like as we've been touring so vigorously, is that like the show has gotten that much more stronger, and like we've just become better musicians. You know, there's a lot of bands that get big really quick that can't really even play their own instruments, or, you know, are too like involved in everything else going on to even take time to like sit down and like work on your weaknesses and stuff like that. So I feel like a lot of people who have preconceived notions of our band change those opinions as soon as they do see us live, and if they don't, then oh well. Yeah, I mean, it's stuff that we were some of the stuff that we wanted to do on our first tour that we couldn't, and other stuff that we were thinking of, you know, months ago, and just stuff that we've been thinking of the past couple of weeks. It's like that's one thing about our band, is we are always thinking of like we sit around and do that for fun, just thinking of new like weird stuff to do, or creative stuff, or hey, I'm not talking trash on Motley Crue, so.
We call them flapjacks in the States. Question number 2 is, why are you spending it with us? Yeah. Here it comes. Yeah, it's off the CD, The Shape of Punk to Come, which is basically like album, known as one of the pioneers of, you know, hardcore music. Refused is. So check it out right now. And they're from Chicago, Illinois, which is where I am also from, United States of America. I'm introducing a video.
Go for it.
This next video is Plugin' Baby by a band called Muse. Muse is probably one of our favorite bands, and they make amazing videos that I wish we made, but they already made them, so we can't. And
now we gotta step it up a notch.
Yeah. It's off the record Origin to Symmetry, so check it out, and if you don't have the record, buy it, because it'll blow your face off. This next video is for a band called Coldplay. And it's entitled The Scientist. And this
on my censoring skills.
This mother in video is pretty mother-ing awesome, because it kicks a lot of mother-ing ass. Coldplay The Scientist. Check it out. Mother. Okay. Fuck. Yeah, he's not in this video, but if he was, he'd be the good-looking one. Hey, this is Panic at the Disco, and you're raging with Rage. With us. On Rage.
Yeah.
Now. Tonight. Back when I was in elementary school, we used to go to the roller skating rink every Friday night, and this song was the first song I ever coupled skated with a girl, and it's Usher with Nice and Slow.
Where are my girls at?
Where are they at? My girls. Where they don't give a fart knocker. We'll eat your flesh. And I think Brendan is the only other person who has gotten hit that many times in a row by a car.
Yeah, I don't know. It just kind of happened. This is our first time in Australia, and it's probably like some of the coolest shows we've ever played.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kids are just awesome, and yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I think we're Mostly just excited to start working on new stuff.
Yeah.
Like, go home and start doing that aspect of being in a band and get off the road for a bit. Pretty much everything's true. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they're like ripping off of us or maybe just like getting inspired by stuff we're doing. But I think the one thing about our band is that we just try to do stuff that's different, you know. So and same with our live show and same with like videos we do and just pretty much everything that has to do with our band. We try to just do it different than what other people are doing. So I mean, the fact that we're doing stuff different, then people are seeing that and doing that, and it's just like it's kind of everybody builds off each other. Yeah, that's the one big thing when bands do get big really quick. They tend to get a lot of people that are like 3 times their age telling them what to do and telling them how they should
market
themselves be doing things.
Just staying true to whatever it is you guys wanted to do from the start. And
I mean, I think that was probably that's kind of the thing that keeps this band like grounded is just sticking to doing that. And I mean. If all else fails, there's blackjack.
What's the best song of Panic at the Disco to do the following to? Show your boobs.
Which one isn't the best song?
I think they're all about that.
I'd say Lying is the most fun a girl can have without taking her clothes off because it's basically about having sex.
Nice.
So.
Sweet. Well, that's a great topic. What about masturbating?
Same
song. I'm sure that people have masturbated with that song going.
I have tried.
True or false, Panic at the Disco's original name was Jesus Titties?
True. Holy shit. How did you find that one out? They're not old enough to go to the casinos, and I'd say our bus is the best casino because we gamble with each other a lot, so that's where we make our most money. I don't want to talk shit about anybody.
Finish your sentence. If you tell Panic at the Disco they suck live, they will...
Agree. I'd say today, probably.
Why?
Just because it's, I feel like every day it gets better. We've never been to Denmark before, and it's just so crazy, you know, the fact that we're playing a show and it's sold out. It's just great that we can come here and have such a great following. Never been here before.
So have you looked outside? Because there's a lot of people standing out there.
Yeah, I hung out with them a little bit earlier today. Played checkers and took some pictures. I really think there's not a clear line anymore, especially with the internet being so popular. I feel like a lot of the big popular bands now started out just with small followings, and I feel like there's really not a big line between underground and mainstream. I feel like what we're doing is what we've always wanted to do, and nothing's compromising that. The only thing is with more success we have more opportunity to do things that we want to do. So we've been asked this one a lot, and the answer is pretty simple. Look at us. I'm gonna pick a different one. I'm gonna pick another one. This is weird.
You have to take them out.
Okay. Hey, Panic. What is it like being so young and already so famous? Love your music and you. Lots of love, Charlotte Larson. Brendan. Like I said, every day there's just a new thing that's going on that you could take a step back and just kind of look at your life and be like, oh my God, that's crazy.
What would you like to accomplish in the future then?
Most of us, I know me and Spencer were talking about going to outer space. I saw the one that says, do you ever have a bad hair day when you're famous?
Yeah.
I think the real question is, do you ever have a good hair day? Right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Hey, this is Panic at the Disco, and you're watching Go TV. Be part of it. Hey, this next video is Deep Inside of You by Third Eye Blind, so check it out and have fun with it. You are joining Panic at the Disco, hosting the video show, and this next video is Radiohead, No Surprises. You are back with Panic at the Disco. The next video we are going to play is by a band called Cursive, and the video is for the song Dorothy at 40 off the new album Happy Hollow. This next video is by The Block Party, and it's called So Here We Are, and we are touring with them in the United States coming up in November. So if you're in the United States, come see it.
Check out the video.
And the video.
like not everybody had a computer in their house, and now it's kind of just the standard. So I would say that, you know, yeah, it's quickly changing into that. You know, it's definitely the reason for this band's success so quickly.
But you guys seem all like so good. You drink water. I haven't seen like bottles of whiskey hanging around.
No, we try to stay healthy.
No drugs.
No.
No women.
No.
No.
I have a girlfriend, so.
But other bands do have girlfriends as well. But you know, I tend to see a lot of women hanging around in the backstage, but I don't see that here.
That's because
you're all like
their mother didn't raise them.
Yeah, but you're all like very disciplined. Is like a real job to you? Is it?
No, I honestly, I think we've been around a lot of different bands and have heard a lot of horror stories of people just, you know, this life is crazy, and it's definitely not like any regular job or anything. So it's really easy to get distracted. But I think for the most part, all of us like to just keep in mind why we started playing music, and that was to play music, not to party and like get with girls and like, you know, get drunk every night and like completely forget like what you're even doing out here in the first place. Like, we're all still very aware of like how lucky we are, and you know, we just want to stay focused and keep doing what we love doing.
Zoals echte tieneridolen betaamt, moet Panic at the Disco vandaag ook een fotoshoot doen. En aan hun gezichten te zien hebben ze dat al meer gedaan. De professionals.
Lord, give me grace and dancing feet and the power.
Yeah, Ryan has become quite the artist when it comes to his face. So we try to
een meet and greet gewonnen hebben en zo de kans krijgen om met de jongens te praten, een handtekening te vragen en een foto te nemen.
For this show?
Yeah.
But pretty much before tour started, I think we were all wondering what we're going to be doing a year from now.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, I was in school, just not really though. I was just working a pretty dead-end job and just playing my guitar and hoping that I would be able to do that for a living. I mean, before our headlining tour started in the summer, we were home for about 3 weeks, but we were practicing 10 hours a day, so it wasn't really like a vacation or anything.
Yeah.
And then after that tour, like I said, we had a couple weeks off to really just do nothing, and then we left again, and here we are. No, I mean, sometimes you want to go home, but a lot of times when you're home, you want to be on the road. Yeah, it's just strange you kind of see things in a different perspective. Yeah, you just wake up in the morning not playing a show, but like just remembering, oh wow, I am in, you know, this band or whatever. And
yeah.
That's like what I do for a living, you know. I'm not like, I don't have to go find a job or anything. Well, I mean, we've all done a pretty decent job of just keeping a really small group of people that were close to us. I mean, even through high school, it was kind of the same way, because, you know, I grew up playing in bands and playing shows and stuff, and I never really had time to, you know, have a large group of friends. And I know it's the same for Brendan, where, you know, we go home and we know the group of people that are there that care about us no matter who we are and what band we're in.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, that's one of the reasons we love playing music, is to be able to play music. Like, just playing live is something we really take a lot of pride in, and something we work really hard at perfecting, so
yeah,
we like to do it as much as possible. I grew up and still live in Chicago, and I had met these guys a few months prior of joining the band, and we just became really good friends, and it just kind of worked out pretty well. No, I think there's just, I mean, being around people for so long, I mean, it doesn't really matter what they're doing, you can just find things that annoy you about anybody. But I think the one thing is, you know, I think we all realize that, and we realize that people probably feel the same way about us at certain times.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
I mean, there's there's nothing that, like, you know, anybody does that's like,
yeah,
come on.
Okay.
Pretty much the rest of this month, and then next month, pretty much up until the middle of December, we're gonna be on tour. We're gonna be on tour, so
We'll spend a few weeks at home with the family, and Christmas, and we play in New York on New Year's Eve. I mean, any type of like stress or stuff is just any normal stress that you'd get at any job or any person that has to wake up in the morning, has some stress in their life. No one's just like. No, I mean it does feel that way, but I think that pretty much everybody who's ever cared about us has been kind of prepared for that, departure to the moon.
Yeah.
Just because of the fact that we've been doing this for so long and wanting to have been doing it.
Yeah. Okay. Do you already have new ideas of new musical directions?
No.
Not yet.
We're just gonna start writing. Or to Applebee's.
Go to like get some real crazy.
Go out to eat with my girlfriend. Yeah, I mean, like I said, pretty much everybody who's ever been close to us has kind of realized that we've always wanted to play music for a living, and they're kind of prepared for it. And with my girlfriend, I mean, she's so busy with school and pursuing her own dreams and goals that I mean, it kind of works out well. We kind of give each other space to do what we want to do, and then the times we are home, it's kind of like undivided attention, so it actually kind of works out for the best. Yeah, the one thing about that is like we didn't expect to win, especially the bands we were up against, but the fact that we did, it was a real crazy thing. And yeah, I just remember us that night all just being like, oh my god, like how did that happen, like but at the same time it's like it's all just perspective. It's like like yeah, we won it, but now it's like, all right, well now what's next? It's like that's we're always just kind of like, no matter what happens, we always kind of want to try to top it with something bigger. So there was like a 10-minute period of like, holy shit, we just won this award, and then it was like, all right, fuck, like now what are we gonna do?
I just checked your MySpace yesterday. You have now more than 1.2 million friends.
Yeah, we know them all on a first name basis too. Yeah, I mean the thing with MySpace is it's definitely a way to network and communicate and stuff, especially with bands that are trying to make a start. But it's like I don't like the number of friends we has. It's like I don't really know like how that.
Yeah.
Like how many is good.
Yeah.
You're going to be doing a signing session later, then some meet and greets. How do you keep that sort of stuff interesting for yourself? Since
like as long as you just like are awake and like kind of like maybe make conversation with a few of the people and just kind of joke around, it gets fun. Or just joke around with each other. We love touring. That's why we are in a band, to play music. It's a democracy. I mean, the one thing is we kind of feel like we have to play all the songs on the record, just because, I mean, the fact that we only have one record, it kind of feel like a joke if, that was someone's favorite song and we didn't play it.
on MySpace you've got about 1,200,000, I don't know how many friends. How many do you...
538.
How many do you have in real life?
About the same. I mean, a little more. I mean, I have, like I said, maybe a handful of friends, but besides the guys in the band, it's really just like I have my brothers that I hang out with. You really learn who is important to you once you're away doing stuff like this. Exactly. That's exactly it.
Do you know those statues of those three monkeys?
Monkeys are portrayed as evildoers.
Really excited. This Halloween we're gonna be on a 22-hour airplane ride back to America. So we're probably gonna, we're thinking about getting costumes just for the plane ride, but I'm not sure if that's even possible at this point.
Well, you could go trick-or-treating on the plane.
Well, that's the thing. It's like there's some regulations as far as food and beverage on planes, so I'm not sure. My girlfriend doesn't like baseball, so.
So, what do you have to dress up as a nurse, or talk us through it?
I'm not sure yet. It's a world I've yet discovered. Marzipan.
We went to a doctor's office and got John's insides looked at, and then we got them printed onto a shirt. So this is actually
medically accurate.
You can show him the liver. Show him the liver. That's actually an abnormally sized liver.
I got a job to do.
Hello.
If you discovered that you could bring the dead back to life, who out of Jesus, Sid Vicious, and Ronald Reagan would you have a dry cappuccino with?
I'd probably pick Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, I've only given you Jesus, Sid Vicious, or Ronald Reagan.
But we don't like.
Because when I went to Reading once, I threw wee at someone. Not my own wee. I found it on the floor in a bottle.
You really threw something at someone?
It was Daphne and Celeste. I had to stop. I had to stop them.
What? Why would you do that?
Can you wait? Don't say that. It's not cool.
John from Panic at the Disco. What's going on?
Oh wow, Panic at the Disco, my favourite.
How you doing?
No!
What the hell is that? To give Santa evil powers.
Panic at the Disco! That death machine is powering Santa! You know what to do! Panic power! Well done, Panic at the Disco! You saved Christmas!
Merry Christmas, emo rangers.
Jade from Alberta in Canada asks,
Getting me on bass. Timberlake producing it.
let's just do it.
Nice. Frank Sinatra sang, pretended to sing our song, kind of like Christopher Walken in the Fabulous Sandman.
That's a good. I'll go with that.
This is the first night of the tour, so you can see it's me.
Hi, Nancy. The MTV News microphone.
Go Panthers!
Okay. Panic at the Disco for real. Oh, look, it's Ron. Oh, no. He's like, what?
Hi, Brendan. Hello.
I know you have a show tonight in New York. Good luck with the rest of the tour. I guess, I don't know, you sing along while they guitar?
Yeah, they've been doing this for about the last 2 years. We forgot our pom-poms.
So we'll let them be. Thank you so much for coming by.
So which one of you is most likely to get drunk and pass out before the show?
That's a good question. Brent.
Brent.
Yeah.
Raining today.
Because it is Canada in
He
November.
wears those
and
in
it's
the
quite
snow.
cold. Really?
Yes.
Did you wear those outside honestly?
Yeah. I
I'm impressed. I'm impressed by your tolerance for the weather here.
I don't know, we haven't been getting a lot of sleep.
No sleep.
We just been,
They feel
Yeah,
bad
it's not
for
not
you.
good.
Why is that? Just too busy, right?
Yeah, we've just been we've been planning this tour that we're on right now, and just starting to think about a new record, and just
You
think
lose
of
a lot of sleep over there.
Yeah, you lose a, and
I love
Ryan as well. So
All right.
just dealing with that, him being in a bunk next to me is kind of difficult.
Why is it difficult? Does he talk in his sleep?
No, it's just
Oh.
Just me being there.
Yeah, just him being
Just so
there.
attractive.
I don't really know. We're still pretty young, so and we've been so busy over the past, since we've been around, that there hasn't really been any time to feel any pressure because it's just been so constant. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Like Ryan said, he feels like he's too thin. I feel like I might have bad breath sometimes. It's just hard. I think maybe with my girlfriend is just the fact that she understands, the life I'm in right now, and is like really cool with it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Now we can just talk over everyone.
What were you gonna say, John?
What are you gonna say? Yeah, I think the most dangerous thing I ever have done was go out there.
Go outside.
John, you've been around the band for a while, but you're the new guy. How'd they approach you?
Yeah, I don't know. I put an ad in the Yellow Pages, and
In the yellow pages.
they just called me up.
Their fingers went a-walking?
It worked out pretty well. No, I was on tour, just hanging out with another band that I was just friends with from home.
Called the Academy is.
Called the Academy is.
Okay.
Yeah, and which we used the other video there. Yeah. We did the, they opened up for them on that last tour, and we just became the best of friends, and Then they asked me to be in their band.
Rock on.
Yeah, it's pretty much the story summed up in a nutshell.
Now, how are you adjusting? Panic at the Disco, you guys have just soared, become very, very popular in a short amount of time, and everything gets magnified, everything you do, press is all over the place. How are you adjusting to it?
Everything's great. It definitely is the busiest I've ever been in my life, so kind of feels good. I don't feel like I'm not doing anything. The first show we got hockey jerseys with our names on them. Well, and your mom also calls every single time it's on the radio.
Yeah.
So.
Really?
Yeah. Still, every time. Bad grades got you down? Well, we're pretty clever.
So we can expect cleverness?
So expect that.
Oh.
You ever seen Jurassic Park? How's that cold you were talking about you had?
We'd really love to go anywhere that people like our band, even if it's, we just went to Australia for the first time a few weeks ago, and it's just really, with our schedule, we've been pretty much touring nonstop and without any breaks, and we've really tried to fit as much as we possibly can, and we'd love to go to wherever they are.
How you doing, man? Hey.
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. Okay. American Music Awards dropping tonight. How come you guys aren't nominated?
I don't know.
What is
Someone just asked us why we weren't nominated for a Grammy. I didn't even know the Grammys were coming.
Oh, the Grammys go in February. I didn't know those nominations came out already.
Yeah, neither did I. I didn't even know the American Music Awards came out yet.
Oh, the American Music Awards ceremony is tonight, and when you look at the Best Alternative category, it's Nickelback.
Nice.
Pearl Jam,
Nice.
Nickelback, Pearl Jam, and Red Hot Chili Peppers. Now, I get that the AMAs are for Middle America and stuff, but I would have thought at least a Fall Out Boy Panic thing could have happened in that category.
Yeah, I don't know. Wait, what? Pearl Jam? They have a new CD out?
I don't know, man.
Nice.
But with you guys scooping, Video of the Year at the MTV VMAs, people are buzzing that some Grammy nods, maybe for Best New Artist or, in the alternative and rock categories, that could come down. Do those sorts of things mean anything to you, or I guess your obliviousness to it kind of answers that question?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely appreciate them and, are completely flattered when we win, and, it's definitely a cool thing, like when we won the VMA, but it's really, I mean, we won the VMA, and that night we were all like so excited and in disbelief and didn't think it happened. But it's just another thing that happens that we can be proud of, and we can put another little notch on our belt. What's up?
Sorry. But when you look at an athlete, they have like the Super Bowl or, the World Series, or they have those sorts of goals like growing up as kids. It's like, man, I want to be in the Super Bowl one day. But as a musician, what sort of goals do you dream of? Like, is a Moon Man something that's like, oh my God, I never thought I was going to get one? Or is it a Grammy? Or is it, just being able to eat because you play guitar and sing?
Yeah, I think that's really it. I think the fact that we were just able to play music for a living just makes us completely happy. And, while winning an award for, the music you write or the videos you make is definitely an honor and something, we're very proud of. It's definitely not something, that it's not it's not the reason we got into, playing music and try to be in a band. We did it, to write the songs and, do the things that we do, and just so we can do them, and do it for a living.
Yeah, Brendan has said that I Write Sins Not Tragedies is way overplayed. 5 million downloads on YouTube. People kind of dig it. It's the song that launched your band's career. What do the fans think of it when you play it in a concert? Do they think it's overplayed, or is it the one that gets the party started?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I like playing that song. You know what I mean? That's obviously maybe it's because I don't have to sing it, but yeah, it's definitely it's our single, and it's the first single that released to radio, and it's the video that won the award, and it's just it's definitely there's a small majority of the people who are coming to our shows these days who might only know that song, but the cool thing about it is the huge majority, the most of the people who are coming to our shows know
all the words to all the songs. So it's, it really doesn't feel like, we're just, getting attacked by this one single that, everybody will ever know us by.
Talk about the song a little bit. We've played two different versions of it on this radio station. We started off playing, the full mix. Later, some people called and asked if there was something more family friendly. So we switched to the damn and shh version. That's the one. That's the version that you guys have played on award shows and stuff. But how do you feel having your music censored or changed or altered for mass consumption?
I mean, that's honestly like it's one of those. I just feel like there's some things in other people's music that's a lot more literal. Maybe they're not saying a word like whore or goddamn, but there's songs talking about like smacking girls' asses and like going to clubs and getting drunk and shit, and like it's just so funny how some things need to be censored and other things are completely okay. So as far as that goes, it's just like it's nothing we're really like. It's nothing we're really against. Like obviously, if there's some radio station or some television show that doesn't want us to use a certain word, we're not gonna throw a temper tantrum and refuse to play. It's really no big deal to us as long as we get to play our song.
Reading the message boards online, I don't know how much of this is overblown message board writing or how much of it is actual you. Are you an OC freak or is that something that's played up online?
I mean, I wouldn't. Yeah, I am.
Okay, because like some of the girls on the message boards are talking about burning the entire season of the OC onto a DVD and dropping it off to you at a meet and greet because you've been missing the show so much.
Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be so good. Yeah, I've been pretty much ever since the show started. I started watching it, from day one, and it was just one of those things where like I was still in high school at the time, and I just like it's one of those things where I just felt like so close to the characters, and like I felt like some of the characters related to like friends I had, and like it was kind of like our life, but like taken out of context and added on like a rich like gated community in Orange County, but
So
yeah, it's just weird. And basically, I've watched all 3 seasons so far, and now the 4th season has started, and I haven't been able to watch one episode yet because we're on tour, and we don't have TiVo on our bus. So I'm just kind of almost starting to lose hope in the fact that I'm going to be able to continue my tradition, even though this season doesn't seem like it's that good, just from what I've heard from other people. But I'd definitely like to give it a go, just personally for myself.
All right, well, it's just a couple more weeks on the road, then you get a big Christmas break, and you guys are already talking about album number 2 going in the new year. You're kicking around some ideas for it?
Yeah, I mean, that's basically our big plan right now. We're probably going to spend a couple weeks at home, do the holidays at home and do New Year's Eve in New York. And then after that, we want to start working on the new record right away. It's something we're all really anxious to start doing, hopefully by this time next year there'll already be a new record out. So we want to, we don't want to wait a long time. We just want to start working on things because we are definitely very anxious to. And I don't like when I see bands that I like write an awesome record, then wait 4.5 years to write a new one. Like,
yeah,
it's just not fair.
Do you have more 17-word song titles running around in your head?
I don't know. All those titles are basically, those were all inspired, basically, they're taken from quotes and from movies or books that were just kind of clever sentences that kind of relate to what the song's about. And, it just seemed like it fit better, when it seemed like it just kind of fit better than, taking one word from the chorus and making it the song title.
Yeah, and it's your thing. It's a different take on it, and it's refreshing. It's part of what you guys bring to the scene, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could say that. I think it's just something, it's something that we like to do to be a little bit more creative.
So
it's a little bit more fun for us.
Cool. Well, we look forward to having you guys in Vancouver in just about 2 weeks, and congratulations on all the success that you've had so far, and best of luck with it going down in the future.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks a lot, John.
Is it still enjoyable to play the songs night after night?
Yes. The Canadian audiences are great.
Nardwar is his
Yeah.
name. Yeah, we met him last time we were
He's
here.
a bit different. He's not a typical Canadian.
Yeah, we met him last time we were
Yeah.
here, and he was great. I like the mountains. I really
Yeah.
like any city that I can see mountains in the distance.
Are you growing closer, or is there, you know?
No, it's great. Yeah, I know almost as much as I'd like to know about Spencer Smith at this point.
The hype around you guys is phenomenal. I mean, how do you manage to keep your feet planted firmly on the ground and keep it in check?
I know, like, just with a lot of bands that are currently, you know, touring and doing stuff like that, it's we haven't really even gotten a chance to take a step back and kind of reflect and like see what's been going on because we've been so involved in it and so busy. So I feel like, you know, that just alone keeps us kind of grounded. You know, that and just family at home and us just being friends with each other. You know, it just kind of puts a perspective on everything. What would you say? I think the internet in general is just, you know, obviously a lot more popular than it was 5-10 years ago. I mean, everybody has it now, and it's definitely a better way for, you know, a band in Chicago who has no money to tour. You know, people in California and people in New York can hear those songs within, you know, the click of a mouse. It poses a problem, though, because though it's easier for bands to get recognized, the amount of bands out there is, you know, increased, you know, significantly because it's so, you know, easy. We're big into D&D.
All right.
Great.
We'll just start from this side to make it more organized here. I was an organizer, but that's
He was a damn fine nurse.
I worked at Starbucks. I made coffee and
Scones?
Yeah, scones. Any other Starbucks employees here? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your partner number? What's your partner number?
Oh, I'm not telling you. So everybody can get marked. Yeah, let me give everybody my partner number, then everybody can go get a discount.
Well, mine was 1269819.
Oh, no.
I'm Lynn. What, lids?
Lids.
Lids. I'm a big Bath and Body Works fan.
That's true. He smells great.
Yeah, right. I have right now. I am wearing Sensual Amber. It's a new holiday scent. It's hot.
You smell like Christmas, John.
You smell good.
You smell real good. Yeah, the first time I met Brendan, we ended up singing the soundtrack to Aladdin together because he had it on his iPod.
Yes, we did.
We really did.
I remember that.
It was great.
That's good.
So, Disney.
Now I'm up convicted and I wouldn't be caught dead in this place.
Great lunch.
No,
Can't
really
really
strange.
Can't really do much else. I have the Christina Aguilera cover. I have a cat at home. His name is Dylan.
Yeah.
Bob Dylan.
If you get all A's, you get like a week's free rental at Blockbuster.
Yeah.
My parents still make me take out the garbage. Yeah, nothing that we can't pay like the neighborhood kids to do though, you know.
Yeah.
My love for the swimsuit. We try to make a point of. Yeah, we try to make a point to be pretty normal guys and keep you know, just keep ourselves grounded. You know, talking to our families and friends at home, and just or trying to be, you know, good friends with each other, and not letting anything really get to your head.
But there is a lot of things out there that can distract you, like a lot, like parties,
Like women,
like buzz,
drugs.
like drugs.
Yeah, but we don't like girls or drugs.
You don't like girls or drugs? I know what you like. Is that?
Season's greetings, street teamers. Panic at the Disco here. Yeah, I mean, I really couldn't think of anything better to do on New Year's than, you know, maybe enjoy a nice extra value meal from one of my favorite fast food chains.